Hello, everybody. I'm here in front of this giant store display for Bohemian Rhapsody that I found, I believe, for $2. This thing is a pain to hang up. So, we are here in the second row, I guess you would say, for the collection. This is the Blu-ray collection. This is part 6. We're gonna go through the first 4 rows of this shelf. This is going to finish off the rest of the R's, get through all the S's, and we'll start on the very beginning of T's. So, we have Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This is great. I actually wish they would do more Star Wars movies like that. I think that one's really good. Role Models, well, that one's all right. Romeo and Juliet, this is the Haley Steinfeld one. Haven't watched that yet. Romeo Must Die, great movie. Room, this is a really, really good movie, one that I need to rewatch. Rough Night, it's all right. Rover's Morning Glory, Miss Morning Glory calendar search. Yeah, this is just something that my local radio show put out. Unfortunately, for some reason, my Blu-ray player cannot read that. I don't know if it's not working or they didn't program it right, but that's what it is. Rudy, I know it's classic, but I haven't watched that yet. Run All Night, it's pretty decent. Runaway Bride, haven't seen that yet. Run Lola Run, also haven't seen that yet. Runner, it's decent. Running Scared, oh, this movie's so good. This is very, very underrated. If you're a fan of the late Paul Walker, that's one of his best film roles. I absolutely love that movie. Running with the Devil, that's okay. Running from My Roots, haven't seen that yet. The Rush Hour trilogy obviously comes with Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3. All 3 great movies. Russian Raid, pretty solid action movie. It's kind of a take on the Raid movies, but spoiler alert, those movies are way better. Sabotage, oh, so underrated. This movie's really, really great. Safe, it's pretty decent. Safe Haven, surprisingly good. Safe House, I remember this being pretty good, but I haven't seen this since I saw it in theaters, so definitely have to revisit that one. Salem's Lot, I know that is a classic, but I have not watched that yet. Salt, I like that one. Double feature of Salvage and Mortuary, 2 horror movies I haven't watched yet. Samurai Cop and Samurai Cop 2, Deadly Vengeance. These are both really outrageous. Samurai Cop, though, is the best. I love that movie. San Andreas, it's pretty decent. S&M 2 with Metallica and the San Francisco Symphony. Great concert, great album. I do have the first one, however, it's only on VHS and DVD, and I do have the DVD of it. Saturday Night Fever, I know it's classic, but I haven't watched that yet. Sausage Party, this is I would say, the weakest steelbook that I have out of my entire collection. Good movie, but pointless steelbook. Save Yourselves, I like this movie. If you have Hulu, I think you can watch it on there. Saving Mr. Banks, great, great movie. Saving Private Ryan, another great movie. 2 Tom Hanks movies called Saving right next to each other. Saw, the complete movie collection. This just comes with the first 7 of them. 1, 2, and 3 are pretty good. 4, 5, and 6 are all right. And the final chapter is not too bad either. I liked Jigsaw, and I thought Spiral was pretty good. Say Anything, I know this is another classic, but I haven't seen that yet. Scare Me and Scare Package, 2 fantastic Shudder original movies. As a matter of fact, I didn't realize they're both horror comedies. I would recommend Scare Package more, just because I really liked I really liked that one just a little bit more, but they're both so good. Scarface, that's the original Blu-ray edition, and then they came out with the Gold edition, which just comes with, I think, one new special feature, a 35th anniversary reunion, which I haven't even watched yet. But I'm sure it'll be great, because Scarface is one of my all-time favorites. Then we have Scary Movie 2, and Scary Movie 3. These are obviously the three best ones. And then we have Scary Movie 4, which is all right. And Scary Movie 5, which I haven't seen in a long time, but I remember it kind of being just not that great. Schindler's List. Oh, I need to revisit this. Because I've seen it, and I remember really liking it, but I also don't remember a whole lot about it. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. The hype train is correct on this one. This one is fantastic. Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. These movies are great. I think the prequel films that Cartoon Network did a couple years ago, I don't know. I barely remember the first one they did. I remember it being okay, and I never saw the other one. Scorched Earth. No, that's all right. The Scream 5 film set. This comes with Scream, Scream 2, and Scream 3, and 2 documentaries, Still Screaming and Scream the Inside Story, and Scream 4. I absolutely love these movies. I cannot wait for the new one coming out. Screaming Skull, a Scream Factory release. Haven't seen this yet, but I'm really excited to check it out. S. Darko, I have not watched this. This is the direct-to-video sequel to Donnie Darko. And I know it's a classic, but I have not seen this. Seabiscuit. Searching, really, really good. Second Act, I liked that one. Secretariat, haven't seen that yet. Secret in Their Eyes, I haven't seen the original, but I do like this version. Keeps falling out, but I really do want to see the original Spanish version. Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. That was pretty good. Selfless. This movie's really good. Very underrated. Selma. Great movie. Serenity. I love this movie. I know a lot of people are not big fans of it, but I really, really enjoyed it. Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy. This is fine. This is just basically a bunch of like reject cutaway gags that they did for Family Guy. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. That's just how I see it. Setup, good movie. Seven, classic. Seven Psychopaths, great movie. Highly recommend that. Sex and the City, the movie, which surprisingly I really enjoyed. I got into that. And then Sex and the City 2, which is all right. I tried getting into the series, and I'm not a big fan of the show. Sex Tape, it's fine. Shadow in the Cloud, really, really good movie. I think that's on Hulu now, too, if you guys want to check that out. Shaft, really, really good. I just hate that there's like 3 Shaft movies that are not remakes, and they're all called Shaft. They're like sequels to Shaft. Ugh. The Shark 4-movie collection. This comes with Sharktopus, Dino Shark, Jersey Shore Shark Attack, and Bait. Haven't seen any of these, but they gotta be stupid. Sharknado, and then this really cool steelbook set. The Sharknado collection. This comes with all 6 of the movies. I believe I've only seen the first 2, and I don't really remember much about them. Shark Week. This is the Asylum's version off of that movie that came out in 2011. Why am I drawing a blank? Shark Night. Yeah, there we go. Then we have the actual Shark Week. We have Fins of Fury and the Great Bites collection. Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. Terrible movie. The only reason why I have it is because, where are they? They're right there, the High School Musical movies. I'm a completist, and it was $1. Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania. I have not watched that yet. Shazam. Hold on, waiting for it to focus. There we go. I love that movie, as you can tell. Great, great movie. Sherlock Holmes and Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. I have not seen those yet. She's Out of My League. Pretty decent. Shoot 'em Up. Great movie. Shooter. Have not seen that. two more I haven't seen, Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2. There we go. Showdown in Little Tokyo. This is the only Warner Archive title I own. I did not order this. Somebody else did, and then they decided they didn't want it anymore, and they traded it into the exchange. And I was like, yes, I'm buying this, because the movie, up until this release, I believe, was only available in full screen. And now it's in its proper aspect ratio and everything. This movie's really ridiculous, too, but I love it. Showgirls. One of my favorites. Whoa. As I bump into the shelf there, knocking over my ghetto support system. I even have, let's zoom out there, camera. There we go. The limited edition DVD that they did of it, the box set, which is I've got factory sealed. The laser disc of it, and then the coffee table art book that they did of it. Those are not easy to find. Those are pretty rare. I mean, they weren't super expensive. I nothing outrageous. Like, I never paid like over $20 for something, but you know, they were and still are my pride and joy. I have no life. But I love this movie so much. It's absolutely ridiculous, but it's fantastic. Spoiler, yes, that is my one sheet for Double Team, but I do have the documentary that they did about it last year. Oh, so great. Anyway, Shrek. This is the box set that they did. Comes with Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, Shrek Forever After, which are all four good movies, although the first two are the best. Puss in Boots, which I've never seen, and then the musical. The musical. This also comes with like episodes and shorts and all that. Really, really cool box set. Shutter, haven't seen that yet. Shutter Island, also haven't seen that. Sicario, oh, great movie, absolutely love it. Sicario, Day of the Soldado, it's fine. The only problem is I thought Sicario was perfectly fine being a one and done. They didn't need to do a follow-up to it. Apparently they're supposed to be doing one more. Why? Side by Side, documentary that I have not watched yet. Sideways, I know it's a sort of classic, but I have not seen this yet. Silent House, also haven't watched that yet. Silent Rage, this was alright. Not one of Norris's best, but not one of his worst either. Silk Road, this just came out this year. Really, really good movie. Silver Linings Playbook, great movie. Sin City, fantastic. I do like the sequel, I just don't have a copy of it yet. Sing, really good movie. They are doing a follow-up to it. I'm interested in seeing how well that's going to do, since they... Both that and Secret Life of Pets did a lot of money when they came out, because they came out the same year. And then they did a sequel to Secret Life of Pets 2, and that did barely a third of what the first movie did. So, at least over here in the States. So, I don't know. I think it looks fine. Singing in the Rain, this movie's a classic. I love that one. Sinners and Saints, I don't know. Haven't seen it, but it's an action movie that's got Johnny Strong, Kevin Phillips, Costas Mandylor, Sean Patrick Flannery, Method Man, Louis Mandylor, Kim Coates, Bas Rutten, and Tom Berenger. So we'll see. Sisters, that's fine. Skip Trace, I haven't seen that yet. Skyfall, great movie. Skyscraper, really fun movie. Hot Kiss, Cold Sweat, Last Chance, Slam Dance. Haven't seen this. I really don't know what this is about, but I do like the cast, and I had it on VHS, so to find that pretty cheap on Blu-ray was pretty cool. Sleeping with the Enemy, that was alright. Sleepless, I like that one. Sleepers, Haven't seen that yet. Sleepwalking. I also haven't seen that yet. Sling Blade. Classic. Like that one a lot. Slither. This is the Scream Factory release. Actually, can do that. Yes. I have not seen this. Plan on watching it soon, though. Slumdog Millionaire. It's pretty good. Smiley Face Killers. No, not very good. They took Crispin Glover and they absolutely wasted him in that one. Smokey and the Bandit. I know it's classic. I haven't watched this yet. This comes with a feature-length movie called The Bandit. I don't know if it's a documentary or... I don't know. Just like judging from the description of it, I don't know if it's a documentary or not, but it comes with that. Snakes on a Plane, the very definition of a movie not taking itself too seriously and running away with it. I loved that movie. Snatch, that's a classic. This was actually one of the first Blu-rays I ever owned. Snatched, that's fine. And then we have Sniper Assassin's End, which is the 8th Sniper movie, I believe. It's the newest one. Sniper Reloaded and Sniper Ultimate Kill. I do have the rest of the Sniper movies. Hold on. They are over here on DVD. So I got Sniper 1, 2, 3, Ghost Shooter, and Legacy. I also have Special Ops, which is the Steven Seagal and Rob Van Dam movie, but it has no relation to to the other Sniper movies. Okay, there we go. Snowden, really good. Solo, a Star Wars story. I really liked this one. Some Like It Hot. I know it's a classic, but I haven't seen it yet. Songbird. I didn't mind this movie too much, although now that I hear all like the extremely negative feedback on it, I'm kind of going back and looking at it a little differently now. I thought it was decent, so we'll see. Sonic the Hedgehog, great movie. Can't wait for the follow-up. Son of Kong, the sequel to the original King Kong. Haven't seen that. The Sophia Loren Award Collection. This comes with Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, Marriage Italian Style, Sunflower, Boccaccio 70, and a bonus documentary called Vittorio D. I found this set for $5 at Savers. It's from Kino Lorber. These sets are pretty expensive, so to get it for $5, yeah, of course I'm doing that. Sorority Row. That's the remake. I have not watched that yet. Sorry to Bother You, really good. Soul, fantastic movie. I do agree with a lot of people that it is sort of Inside Out light, but it's still really good. Soul Surfer, I remember watching this, but I don't remember a thing about it. But I remember it being okay. Source Code, wow, this was great. I came to the party late on this one. This was a fantastic movie. Southland Tales, this is just the theatrical cut. And then my one and only Arrow video release, the Southland Tales release they did, which has the theatrical cut and the con cut. So there you go. And for everybody who's new, who doesn't know what I'm talking about when I say, oh, this is like an Arrow Video or a Scream Factory or a Kino Lorber, those are boutique releases, and those are boutique companies. And what I mean is that they put out stuff that cater to the collector. Basically, that, you know, they are what they are. South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, great movie. Southpaw, another great movie. Space Cowboys, I've not seen that. Space Jam, classic. I cannot wait for the new one. I know a lot of people have a mixed reaction to that one, but I can't wait for that. And yes, David and Jordan, I still got those journals you guys got me for Christmas. Oh, they're so cool looking. Spectre, great James Bond movie. The Speed 2-pack. Speed, which is a classic, and Speed 2 Cruise Control, which is absolutely ridiculous, but it's fine. Speed Racer, this movie is so underrated. I absolutely love it. Spell, that was decent. Then we got the original Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2, which I still think is phenomenal, one of the best comic book movies ever made. And then 2 versions of Spider-Man 3. The blue spine is like the 1-disc edition of the movie, and the red spine is the 2-disc deluxe edition of the movie. So, I don't know. I figured I'd keep it for collector's sake. Then we have Spider-Man Far From Home and Spider-Man Homecoming. Those are the 2 that they've done for the MCU, which are both really good. And then we have Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Really, really good movie. I do have the Amazing Spider-Man movies. We will not get to them in this part. I just looked at the shelf. But I like them. Spies in Disguise. Fun movie. Yes, this is the first ever movie I did an advanced screening for. Saw it 2 weeks ahead of time. Really enjoyed it. Split, great movie. Spotlight, another great movie. Spring Breakers, this movie is incredibly underrated. I absolutely love it. Spree, really whacked out movie, but really good. Spy, great comedy. Love that one. Spy Game, haven't seen it yet. Standoff, this is with Lawrence Fishburne and Thomas Jane. And then this movie, also called Standoff, with Brendan Fraser. Apparently this is more of a comedy movie, but you wouldn't know it looking at the cover. So, Stargate, the extended cut, haven't seen that yet. Star Wars, episodes 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, and 6. The Force Awakens, which is episode 7. The Last Jedi, which is episode 8. And The Rise of Skywalker, which is episode 9. And I will say this. Everybody has their own opinion on Star Wars. By the way, I didn't know we would be getting to all my Star Wars movies in this part. As far as they go, Phantom Menace is not that great. But Attack of the Clones is so boring, it renders The Phantom Menace as a masterpiece. Revenge of the Sith is really good. These 3 movies, obviously, are fantastic. They're phenomenal. Absolutely terrific. Force Awakens is also terrific, and it actually might be my favorite of the Star Wars movies. I see nothing wrong with these 2 movies right here. A lot of people gave these movies so much grief, and I don't understand why. I really enjoyed seeing Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, but it was also trippy because a half hour after it ended, I had rushed to my other theater so I could catch a screening of Cats, which I still love. And I'll tell you a great story. It was me and this one other guy in the theater for the 9:50 showing of Cats. At the exact moment when Jason Derulo puts his face up in the camera in the middle of his Rum Tum Tugger song, I just saw the guy quietly get up and leave. So, make of that what you will. State of Play, I have not watched that yet. Double feature of Stealth and Vertical Limit. I haven't seen Vertical Limit yet. Stealth is alright. Step Up to the Streets. Yeah, I've never seen this. It's kind of weird that I only have the second one, but I found it for $1 at one of my local drug marts, so figured why not. Stephen King's Cat's Eye. Haven't seen that yet. Stephen King's It. That's a classic. Stephen King's The Stand. Haven't seen that yet. Step Brothers. This movie is incredibly overrated. I really... It's fine, and it would be just a decent movie, but people go nuts for these stupidest movies, I swear. That's my rant. This is a cool steelbook set. The Steve Austin 4-movie collection. We have The Stranger, Hunt to Kill, The Package, and Maximum Conviction. Now, I do already have Maximum Conviction, but I didn't have the other ones, and the set was like $5, so of course I'm going to grab it. Then we have a Steven Seagal set from Echo Bridge. This, of course, comes with Driven to Kill, because that's the movie they like to advertise that they have the rights to the most. Mercenary for Justice, which I do already have on Blu-ray, but the other two I didn't. Those are Kill Switch and Today You Die. So yeah, not too bad. Stolen, haven't watched that yet. Stomp the Yard, also haven't watched that yet. Stone Cold, haven't watched this yet, but I heard it's really interesting. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the bottom line on the most popular superstar of all time. This is a documentary on Stone Cold. Haven't watched it, but Austin 3:16. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. This movie is legendarily stupid, but I think it's one of the best stupid movies ever. There is. There's the inside of it. And I love the tagline. Detective Joe Bumowski's mom is in town for a visit. She did the laundry, washed the windows, and scrubbed the floors. Now, she's gonna clean up the streets. Stop, or my mom will shoot! Storks, I like that one a lot. Straight Outta Compton, this movie's great. Stranger Than Fiction, really, really good. The original Street Fighter, which I think is a classic. And then the other one, which I still have never seen, Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li. I hear that's awful. Street Kings and Street Kings 2, Motor City. I haven't watched those yet. Striking Distance, really good. Stuber, I like this one a lot. I'm a big fan of buddy cop movies, and I really enjoy that one. Ready to hear my elbow crack? Oh. Anyway, sorry. St. Vincent, I love that one. Sublime, I haven't watched that yet. Suburbicon, pretty decent. Sucker Punch, I've heard infamous things about that, but I have not seen that yet. Suicide Squad, love this movie. Thankfully, I don't know, maybe somebody could tell me, do they still do 3D conversions for movies now? Because I remember that was a huge thing back then, and now I don't see them doing that pretty much anymore. I know they do IMAX stuff, but they don't do, like, 3D screenings. And the only reason I bring that up is because one of the 2 times I saw that in theaters, it was in 3D. Who knows? I have no idea. I thought 3D was kind of a dumb gimmick anyway, so... But I'm just wondering. Sully, good movie. Super 8, great movie. Really, really good one. Alright, now what you all came to the party to see. We have Supernatural Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6, Season 7, Season 8, Season 9, Season 10, Season 11, Season 12, Season 13, Season 14, and Season 15, which is the final season. Haven't seen a single episode, but I do want to, at one point, go through the show. Spoiler alert, I'm currently going through, or actually just started, The Sopranos. Season 1 is not in that box. It's actually currently sitting on top of my Blu-ray player right now, and oh my god, is that show good. I'm only 3 episodes in. Superbad, great movie. Super Troopers, classic. Super Troopers 2, the awesome sequel. Survive the Night, that's fine. Suspiria, the remake, really, really good. I don't own it, but I have seen the original, and the original is really good too. They're both equally great for their own reasons. I remember seeing this in theaters, And it was a long, long movie. It's an hour longer than the original, but it's still really good. SWAT, SWAT Firefight, and SWAT Under Siege. Haven't watched any of those yet, and those are all in order, too. Swelter, pretty decent Van Damme movie. Switch, haven't watched that yet. Synchronic, I don't know if Netflix or Hulu has it. I believe Netflix does, but I got this because a fellow movie collector, a really popular movie collector, Cool Duder, was doing one of his Blu-ray Tuesday shopping videos, and he pointed this movie out and said it was an absolute must-see right there. And I'm like, okay, so I found a copy of it at Best Buy. He's not kidding. This movie is absolutely fantastic. So if you have Netflix or Hulu or whatever this is on, and if you've been wanting to check it out, do it. This is a really, really great movie. T2, Trainspotting, the solid sequel to Trainspotting. I do have, wherever it is, yep, Trainspotting, but it's just over there. Table 19, one of the most underrated movies of all time. Absolutely love that one. Taboo, this is a miniseries that Echo Bridge acquired. I don't know, I think FX did it? I'm not sure, but I haven't watched it yet. Tactical Force with Steve Austin and the legendary Michael Jai White. Haven't watched that yet. Tag, that's a fun one. Taken, great movie. Taken 2 and Taken 3, which are both pretty good. Take Me Home Tonight, incredibly underrated, and one of the best soundtracks of all time. Takers, haven't seen this yet, even though it does include the late Paul Walker and his bright blue eyes. But this has a stacked cast. You also have Matt Dillon, Idris Elba, Jay Hernandez, Michael Ealy, T.I., Hayden Christensen, and then you have Chris Brown. I'm not sure if he can act or not, so... Take This Waltz, haven't seen that yet. Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. You know, I liked this movie a lot when I was younger, and then I rewatched it pretty recently, and I'm like, it was fine. But I tell you what, Holmes and Watson is one of the absolute worst movies ever made. I absolutely hated that movie. Tammy, that was alright. Then a Disney classic I just watched for the first time this year, Tangled. Awesome movie. Taylor Swift, Journey to Fearless. Haven't seen this. It is a documentary from Shout Factory that I picked up at Dollar Tree for $1. There you go. Taxi Driver in this insanely ridiculous big digibook. Watched this for the first time this year. Man, that's a weird movie, but it's great. Definitely see where Joker got its inspiration from. Ted and Ted 2, both great movies. I think Ted 2 might have been the hardest I've ever seen my own mom laugh during a movie in the theater. I don't know what came over her, but she was laughing so hard, her face was beet red, and her tears were streaming down her face. I'll never forget it. Team America World Police. This is my second favorite movie of all time. I absolutely love it. However, do not get rid of the DVD if you have the unrated version, because number one, this is not the unrated version. This is the theatrical version. And number two, all of the special features from the DVD are not on the Blu-ray. Why would you do that? That's really stupid. I hate it when companies do that. This should technically be under numbers, but whatever, technicality. 4 film favorites, we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. Comes with the live-action trilogy and TMNT. And I'll tell you what, live-action trilogy is great, even the third one. And TMNT is there. I really don't like that movie. I think it's okay, but I don't know. It's just both. I've seen it twice, and both times I forget what happens in there. Then we have the new ones, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then the sequel, Out of the Shadows, in this kind of okay steelbook. Both are pretty good. I think they did a lot with the second one. I think They released it at the wrong time. I mean, they released it during the summer, which is fine, but they released it at the wrong time of summer. And they also tried to put too much into it in order to make people excited for a possible third movie. And it ended up tanking. Not terribly, but it did. And we never got that one. Teen Titans Go to the Movies. That's a cute one. Even though I'm not a fan of the show, I did like that one. And it has a direct-to-video sequel, which is actually not too bad. Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. Tell, really a movie I have not seen. Tenet, great movie. The Plan by Travis Scott, I've said this before, is one of the best songs made for a movie ever. Love that song. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. By far and away one of the best sequels ever made and one of the best movies ever. I think just one of the best action movies ever made. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, highly underrated. And the other three that are highly underrated, in my opinion, Terminator Dark Fate, Terminator Genesis, and Terminator Salvation. I will say, even though I do enjoy Rise of the Machines, Salvation, Genesis, and Dark Fate, really, storyline ends after Judgment Day. Stop trying to go around and rewrite history and then say, oh, these all take place in alternate timelines. No. Fine, whatever. They take place in alternate timelines. Story ends with T2. That's where it ends. And by the way, I do have the Terminator. It just starts with the. Term Life. This is actually really good. I really enjoyed this. I love Vince Vaughn in this. I love Haley Steinfeld no matter what. But that was really good. And we'll finish up part 6 here with Thank You for Your Service. This is a really tough movie to watch, but it's so fantastic. I can't recommend this movie enough. So that is it for part 6. I know I went a little long on that one, but stay tuned for part 7, where we'll just finish up this shelf, which is just more of the teas. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.